What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Strictly Diecast episode, and in today's episode it is finally time to hear my own personal opinions about if it is worth to become a Redline Club member. And yes, I did finally get my Fox body. It came in Thursday. Freaking FedEx sent it from like all the way on the east side of Pennsylvania all the way to the west side of, or east side of Ohio, and then to me, and I was right in the middle of it. No idea why, but came in one piece. It looks fantastic. Everything's perfect about it. Absolutely love it. And this is the 2023 club car. So, oh, excuse me. It did come with the patch and the pin as well. But anyways, so to start out this video, guys, I just want to make it very, very clear that these are all going to be my own personal opinions. Everybody is entitled to their own opinions. These are just mine, and I've been working on this for a while. I have a full list of all pros and cons that I'm going to go over, and got some bullet points. I'm going to kind of hit every one, kind of go into a little bit of detail, and this will be split up into two separate parts because these are going to probably be longer videos. I'm expecting them to be at least a half an hour, if not maybe a little bit more, give or take, who knows. I'm just going to kind of roll with it here. This is not going to be scripted. This is just off the top and what I have wrote down. So feel free to kick back, relax, grab a drink, grab a snack, and feel free as we go along here to comment whether or not, you know, you agree with me, you disagree with me, you know, this side or the other. I'm all for it, guys. I want to hear your guys' opinions. You know, it's not that like Mattel or Hot Wheels is going to see any of this, like I'm not Lamley, but I definitely want to know your input about RLC. I've seen so many comments and everything else, so I just want to personally talk about it because I've been a member for just a little over a year now. So I just want to share my personal opinions about Redline Club. So let me get a drink here. And let's get into it. So to start out, if you do not know, Redline Club is a membership that you can pay. It's only a yearly membership, and you renew it after your year is done. Is a membership to Mattel to participate and buy select cars that they put out. They put out, I don't know how many it is a month, roughly, I guess 1 to 3, I think, something like that. I don't know, who knows? I do not know that information, but yeah, but these are cars that you can only get from Mattel. You can't get them anywhere else other than, you know, secondhand after they are released. So that in a nutshell is what Redline Club is. It's been around for, I think 20 years now, because they just released that Camaro to celebrate the 20th anniversary or something like that, I believe. So yeah, so in this video, I'm just going to cover the pros, all the benefits, all the positive things that I think the Redline Club brings to the diecast community in general. So to start out, my first bullet point here is exclusive cars. As I stated, these cars are exclusive to Mattel, to Hot Wheels. You cannot, nobody else is ripping them off and making them, you know. I mean, yes, sure. Have other brands done a 454 SS? Yes, they have, but this particular one you can only get from Mattel, from Hot Wheels, and they will all have this card. Obviously the cards have changed throughout the course of time, but any more other than like special card art and stuff like that, which I have all my RLCs out here. I have 6 of them right now. So yeah, these ones you can only get from Mattel. They say Hot Wheels on the protector pack, and I mean they're legit. So, and if you do every time you renew a membership, or memberships are getting close to due, they release, or well, okay, once a year they release a membership car. And so this is a car, just any random car, that it is available to everybody that is a Redline Club member. You have to obviously buy the membership to buy the car. But last year was the first year that I signed up, and this is the 2022 club car. This is the Nissan, or the 72 Skyline 2000 GTR. So there's that one. And all the membership cars, as far as I'm aware, come with a patch of some sort and a pen. It could have been different back in the day, but that, as far as I know, is what they come with. So you kind of get some goodies too that you don't have to pay extra for. And then obviously this year, it was the 1993 Ford Mustang Cobra. And these are not numbered. Like I said, they're available to everybody. I think once they probably see how many people sign up, that's probably like the mass quantity that they make. And then I believe that these particular cars can become available later on, but I'm not 100% sure. But I think that they kind of make them in batches. So yeah, so that's one of the benefits here is, you know, you get an exclusive car directly from Hot Wheels, not from Matchbox, not from M2, Greenlight, Johnny Lightning, Mini GT, Tarmac Works. It's just from Hot Wheels. Like, that's what you're paying for, obviously. So that's a pretty basic benefit of Redline Club. So the next one here is limited quantity, and I kind of put this in both categories, pros and cons, because and I'll kind of dive into the con side of it later on, obviously, in the other video. But yeah, so for example, pull out these two. Other than like the club cars, or if Mattel directly announces it, most of the cars that they release are numbered. It started out in the beginning at very, very, very low numbers. I think like 400 or 4,000, something crazy like that. And they were very, very exclusive at that point in time. Now they're up to 30,000. So this one, the Skyline GTR, the Nismo one that came out last year, this was number 13,576 out of 30,000. Some people care insanely much about what number they get. I mean, I think it's kind of cool just because this was the 13,567th, you know, or 76th one of these ever made, which is kind of cool in my opinion. But I mean, obviously, if I got number one, I would feel awesome, and if I got the last one, that's still pretty cool. So yeah. And then like this one, this is the Honda S2000. Dedicated to Ryu Asada. That's what I'm talking about, like this. Well, actually both of these are the special card art. This one they did the Nismo, and this one they did put Ryu's picture on there, so that's kind of cool too. This one was number 6,683 out of 30,000, so this is pretty low, you know. But again, they're all the same though, so you kind of pick and choose whether you want to really care about that number or not. But some people go crazy over it. But yeah, so I mean, there's only 30,000 of these ever made. But like I said, I have heard about something, and I'm going to touch base with it in the other video. So I will be kind of, you know, explaining what I think about the whole limited quantity and stuff like that. But and also the sticker's really cool too, with the flame, holographic. Can't beat that. So there is that. So next up, I want to talk about the selections models. And what the selection models is, we actually just picked one. This is something also offered exclusively by the Redline Club, and it gives us, the members, the opportunity to pick a casting. I think they usually give you 4 or 5 choices of certain cars. They let you choose the color of it, what Spectrafun color you want it to be, and then they let you pick the wheel choice. And under the castings choice, they usually because some of these have opening features like the doors, the hood, tailgates, stuff like that, open and close. So they usually will tell you in the casting section, you know, what that special feature is going to be, whether it's going to have like a detachable part, this, that, or the other. So, but that's kind of a cool thing, you know, because they, for once, they actually listen to what we want. So it goes by vote percentage. So whatever percentage casting gets the most votes, or the highest percentage, that is the one that wins, obviously. And then same with the color and same with the wheels. So this one, or this year, I believe it was the Cowabunga that won again, the Volkswagen Beetle. I was really hoping for the BMW or the 64 Impala, but that's the one everybody wanted, so that's what we got to work with. And then it moved on to the color, and I don't know, I forget what the colors were, so then we picked the color, that one, and they do it this week by week by week. And then we chose the wheels, which I wanted for the Steelies. I thought the Steelies looked kind of cool, but it's just a really cool thing that Mattel does for us as a community to let us pick what we want to be able to purchase. And those ones, I believe, are not numbered either. I believe that those are just unlimited quantity. They will just make, you know, a set amount, and then that is what they end up producing. Last year, what was it last year? I think it was a Camaro. And they might do this once or twice a year. I kind of forget, or maybe even multiple times a year. I probably should have looked into that, so I apologize. But yeah, still though, it's still a very cool thing that Mattel does and that the Redline Club does. I don't know how long they have been doing this for, but yeah, I mean, as far as I know, I don't think M2 does that, Greenlight, you know, any other manufacturer really, you know, takes the time to, you know, sit down and say, well, you got these 5 castings, pick one. You got these colors, pick one. You got these wheels, pick one. So that is also kind of a benefit to being a Redline Club member, is that you get to, well, as a majority, obviously, you get to pick what you want to see and what you want to make and what you want to buy. So that is another plus to this. Obviously, there's a little bit of a downside to that. I wanted the BMW, I got the Volkswagen, so it kind of sucks. I'm probably not going to go for the Volkswagen, so I guess that one, it can be kind of broke down into 2 separate things. Obviously, I mean, maybe all of these can, I guess, in a way, but that one, yeah, I mean, obviously you're really rooting for what you pick, but it is a majority vote, so that is how that works. All right, so next up, we have the membership cost. It only costs, and again, I'm not sure if it has always been this cheap, but it only costs $10 for an entire year. So you spend $10 once a year, then you are an RLC member for that entire year. And then all of it, you only have to fork out what it costs for the model itself and then the shipping. And the models range anywhere from $25 to $30. And then they usually tack on an extra like $5-6 for shipping. So they're still right around, I guess with 25, they're still right around like $35-40 after it's all said and done, which isn't necessarily too bad. Obviously there's brands that, you know, you get better quality for less or whatever it may be. But still though, I mean, for an exclusive car, a limited quantity car, only $35-40 for a 1 out of 30,000 ever made. I think it's a pretty good deal. And that's, again, for only spending $10 once a year. So, and then obviously you have to renew it next year. But this time I just, whenever I bought my Cobra here, I just added the membership to it because I think mine expired like the next week or something like that. So I was like, you know what, I'll go ahead and renew it. So I mean, that right there, I guess, kind of shows that I am going to be doing it again. I feel, even though I honestly have more cons wrote down than I do pros, I still feel like it is going to be worth it for me to be a Redline Club member. And before I get into this last bullet point, I'll kind of branch off here a little bit. I've had extremely good luck with Redline Club. Yes, I have ran into like the computer problems and stuff like that, which I will all touch base into all the problems and stuff like that in the cons part of the video. But every single RLC car I have gone for, which technically I have gone for, well, actually I do not have my van over here. I also got the van. So technically I have 8 RLC cars. One of them is not with me though. That is the Supernova. That one is not shipped out yet, but every single one that I have won for, I have managed to get. I have gotten on at it would be 12 o'clock Eastern time for me, but I've gotten on there, put it in my cart, checked out, and I have lucked out tremendously. So that may come off as a little biased, you know, just because, I mean, oh, of course you're promoting Redline Club, or of course you're telling us which I'm not telling you to do anything, guys. It's totally up to you what you want to do. But I mean, I can't really say anything bad as far as going for it. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's just people's computers or internet that causes them so much grief and headache. I have seen so many comments about people saying about they logged in at 12 and then nothing happened for a couple minutes, and then other people were saying, well, you had to wait 5 minutes, and people are logging off at 4 minutes and they're missing out and they can't get there in time, or it's laggy, or the bots come in, and this, that, and the other. And it's just like, I personally, I mean, I have all 7 of them right here. I personally have not had an issue. I've gone every single one. I only have one account. I don't have anybody else going for them for me, and I just use my phone. So, yeah, I mean, I figured I'd give it another try. And I kind of like the challenge of, I kind of like the chaos of going for something that's so limited and sought after. I don't think I've ever mentioned this, maybe in like a live stream or something like that, but I'm not like huge into fashion and stuff like that, but I do like higher end, good quality brands such as like Supreme, Gucci, just stuff like that, Bathing Ape. I've just always been fascinated that they can create a quality product, sell it for pretty cheap at the starting point, and then people like it, and it's so limited that people just gobble it up and as quick as they can, and you know, and then it turns out to be like a thousands and thousands of dollars of profit, and that just fascinates me. So I kind of treat these as like my own personal, like there's no way I could ever manage to get like a Supreme box hoodie. It's not possible without a bot, and even then, you know, you're still not guaranteed one. But those hoodies, I mean, a little side note there, those hoodies originally start out at like $125, which I know isn't like, that's still a lot of money for a hoodie, don't get me wrong, but in the grand scheme of things, for what they retail for, that's very, very, very cheap. But as soon as you get one, you can turn around and sell it for $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, because they're so sought after. And this is actually kind of leading into my last point here. It is an investment. I am not doing this. I've never bought one or bought 2 or multiple and turned around and sold them or traded them. Would I probably potentially use one to trade? Yes, but I go after these because I personally want them. I personally want them in my collection, and I just personally enjoy them. But and I'm not promoting scalping, I'm not promoting reselling, but I mean, this actually is probably my most expensive RLC that I know of. These are probably going for like 120, 140 bucks, I think, somewhere around that range, at least over 100 bucks. These started out as a $25 card. So, I mean, you can kind of see where I'm going here with relating these to like a Supreme drop. And that fascinates me. And I really enjoy the challenge of like, I gotta get there first. I gotta get one. I gotta get it in my cart. And I gotta get out like as quick as I can. And I kind of like the rush of it, you know? I mean, it's frantic. I mean, I'm messaging people back and forth like, oh, hey, did you get it? Did you have problems? Blah, 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 blah. And I personally enjoy it. I'm sure it probably frustrates the hell out of a lot of you guys because you don't get one, or, you know, problems, this, that, and the other. But like I said, these are my personal opinions. But me personally, I just enjoy the challenge of it, and like the chaos, if you will. But like I said, I've also had tremendous luck with getting every model that I personally want. So yeah, so I mean, the reason why I do not open up my supers or my RLC or anything higher end is because yes, I do treat them as investment pieces, and I would kind of break that down for you guys. If I ever come to a point in my life where I am in a financial pinch, I hopefully will never be that way, or be in that position, should I say. But I know that I can turn around and sell these for, you know, a couple bucks here and there to get by. And I just kind of always keep that in the back of my mind. And you know, it's just, I know these models look fantastic outside of the blister, as obviously the mainlines and the premiums do. But I value them how they are, because they are so rare and just limited and stuff like that. So that is why I just like to keep them in the card, how they came. And if I ever need to, like if I actually really came down to it and I needed to sell them to get by, I could. And also, you know, I plan on giving I've stated this numerous times, this is all going to my son when he's old enough, obviously. You know, everything's going to be passed on to him. So, I mean, who knows what this thing could be. It could be worth $0 or it could be worth $1,000 by the time he's old enough. Who knows? I mean, are these like a Cabbage Patch doll or like a holiday edition of Barbie? Probably not. You know, something that's really gonna climb in price. But again, there was only 30,000 of these ever made. So, I mean, they are limited, they are kind of rare, you know, in the grand scheme of things across the world. I mean, only 30,000 is pretty low number. So that is kind of why I think that, you know, joining, if you want like an investment piece, if you want to invest into your hobby, into your collection, into what you enjoy doing and love doing, this is a great way of doing so. And again, maybe you guys disagree with me, maybe you agree with me, you know, whatever it is, but please guys, in the comments, you know, feel free to just write away. I love reading the comments, I love replying, and I love hearing your thoughts. So I really want some good, you know, interaction with these videos, because like I said, it's just, I'm breaking it down and I'm giving you my personal opinion. So, and hey, feel free to reply, you know, even make it a challenge if you will, and feel free to post the video and I will gladly watch it and listen to your thoughts and opinions on this stuff. And then already going on 23 minutes. So yeah, those are just my 5 bullet points of the pros of Redline Club. And then another thing that somebody asked me to kind of expand upon was the Elite 64 line. And if I thought it was, you know, just do a comparison. I do not own any Elite 64. I was very skeptical at first. I thought it was a cool idea, but again, I also kind of thought it was just a kind of a branch off of these. Oh, excuse me, I don't know what that sound was. But yeah, I mean, because, okay, no, they're not numbered. They're not a limited quantity, nothing like that. So they are more easily available to get, and they are a little bit cheaper. I think they only are 20 bucks, and then plus the shipping, you're still right around $25, all said and done. So that's not bad. But I just, after seeing some pictures and videos of them, I mean, I personally just think that it's just not worth it. I would rather just save up another $5, $10 and go for the RLC, because they're what's hot, they are what everybody wants, and the Elite 64 just don't really seem to be doing that good, in my personal opinion. I don't think. I think a lot of people are kind of catching on to Mattel, maybe trying to like milk people out of their money by just having some other hot item. But I mean, I heard like that Toyota Chaser, I mean, it was cool, but like the camber really wasn't that crazy on it like they claimed it was going to be. The Mercedes has already been done, but it has opening doors. I mean, it's just, in my personal opinion, it's a little lackluster. I don't think they're nearly worth $20. Maybe if they were like a $10 model. I think they're, I guess to kind of break it down, I think they're just kind of a glorified premium they're more on the lower end of the spectrum with Hot Wheels than the higher end like RLC. That is my personal opinion. But I mean, I'm sure the quality is really good. Like I said, this may be a little biased. I do not have one. I do not plan on getting one. I did want to get the Chaser just to check it out, but I'm glad I did not. Just because, like I said, I probably would have been disappointed and kind of felt bad that I wasted 20 bucks, 25 bucks, whatever on a glorified premium. So that is kind of my thoughts on Elite 64 too. I don't think they're worth it. So I kind of have that wrote down for like pros and cons. I don't really know which one it really fits in. I would just, you know, somebody asked me to do a comparison, so I figured I would throw it into this part of the video. So yeah, those, and you know, maybe I missed something too, so feel free to comment that as well. But I think I hit all like the major like benefits, if you will, of Redline Club. And again, these are my personal opinions. Feel free to agree or disagree. Like I said, I want to hear about it. So I really appreciate you guys taking the time to sit here and listen to me ramble. It's been a while since I've had a video this long. I can't believe I used to do videos this long, which is crazy. But like I said, this is a topic that you can get pretty in depth with, and this is a very talked about topic in the diecast community, at least with Hot Wheels. So just figured I would give my my personal thoughts and opinions on it. So again, I thank you guys very much for joining me, for listening. Even if you skip through a couple times, whatever, I don't blame you. I mean, who wants to sit here and listen to some guy, you know, rant about whether or not these things are worth it? But I hope you guys, you know, can at least appreciate my own opinion on it, and I would love to hear yours. So thank you very much for watching. Please leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed my video. Definitely drop a comment. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already, and share the video with somebody if you're like, hey, listen to what this guy has to say. He makes some really good points, or he makes some really bad points. So who knows? But yeah. The next video will be all of the cons, and that will probably be an even more in-depth video than this one. So, because like I said, I have more cons than pros, believe it or not. And I just said that, you know, I renewed again. So anyways, we will see you in the second part of the video, guys. Take it easy, stay safe out there, happy hunting, and peace out.